Schubert wrote 2 sets of impromptus, with each set containing 4 pieces during the last year of his life. This impromptu in A flat is taken from the second set and is in the form of a minuet and trio. So it's in ABA, or what we call ternary structure. The outer A sections contains primarily chordal textures, but as we know, Schubert was very much a melodic sort of composer. Think about all the songs, the hundreds of Lieder that he wrote. So there is a very clear-cut melodic line right at the top of the textures, and everything else is just accompanying or harmonizing this melody. So to begin with, I might ask the student to just play the outer layers, the melodic line on the right hand and only the bass line in the left, so that you can focus on phrasing and shaping the melody. Then you can add in the inner parts, but playing them a little later and at a much quieter level, and releasing them as soon as you play them, so that the hand get used to leaning on the top where the melody is. And then you can play them together, but still releasing the inner harmonies. And eventually playing as written. The tempo indication is allegretto, so it needs to be quite flowing, but at the same time you need some breathing spaces, and things like ornaments, for example, shouldn't sound rushed. The dynamic level increases quite a bit as the piece progresses, forte and fortissimo, but it's important not to have a stiff arm, so keep the arms quite relaxed, don't lock up the wrist and the elbow, so that the louder sonorities are still warm and not harsh or stiff. And so on. The middle B section contains mainly broken chords in the right hand, which sometimes imply some melodic outline. And here also it's important not to have a stiff or rigid arm or hand position. So a lot of this broken chord figure needs a very relaxed wrist with some lateral movement. You can do exercises like this, for example, just playing through some broken chords. That sort of thing. And later in this section, it actually builds up again quite a lot to some fortissimo, quite impassioned outbursts. Then it dies down. and so on. After this section, the A section returns more or less identical to the opening, and then the piece kind of winds down and finished very, very calmly.